What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and yes, we are finally going to be talking about Justified Primeval. Now, again, this is what was absolutely amazing. I finally was able to watch it today. So, again, I'm only not even 24 hours late, but maybe like just some hours late. But either way, what was your overall opinion of the very first two episodes? Because, again, the very first episodes as of right now are on Hulu, so go check them out. That's how I was able to watch it. But without further ado, let me go ahead and give you guys my full review of the very first two episodes, my impressions. So, pretty much starts off Raylan and his daughter, Willow. So, again, if you guys are not very familiar with this, again, this is actually Timothy Olyphant's real daughter that's playing as his daughter between him and Winona. Now, they are on a trip from, don't know exactly where they were in the beginning. Now, we do see that they are on a trip, and what happens is some trouble starts, and there's a possible carjacking. Obviously, what does Raylan do? Defends himself, defends his daughter. Come to find out, they get involved into some Detroit, Michigan type of issues to where Raylan has to detain these two guys, bring them to Michigan, and then he gets in court. And between him and his daughter, they get dismissed in court to where they get imprisoned to where they have to wait for someone to bail them out. Then, of course, Raylan gets in contact with his boss in Michigan to where he's still trying to make a trip down to Miami with his daughter. And what happens is that gets postponed due to ones that were involved with this did try blowing up the car of the judge that he was in his courtroom. Later, that's pretty much throughout the very first episode where they're trying to figure out who did it and why, and they figure out it was someone that the judge sent to prison several years ago. He ended up having relations with his mother that made him angry, and that's the reason why. And then we also get in contact with a brand new character by the name of Clement, who is this crazy, charismatic killer that is from Oklahoma, to where he's done all kinds of crazy things from there to Detroit. He has several partners in crime, one by the name of Sandy, who works at a casino, who is also his girlfriend, who pretty much sets up different rich men for her to make moves on, while he comes in, robs them, kills them, does whatever. Now, him and Raylan come in contact in the first and second episode due to, while he's trying to tail one that Sandy is trying to use for money, he gets in contact with the judge and it pisses him off to where he gets so angry where he goes after the judge and the one that the judge is with as well, to where he kills them both in the car, and he also steals money. Then that's when Raylan has to stay longer in Michigan. So overall, the very first episode had a lot of vibes from the first episode. There was a lot of things about this episode you could already tell that they were already trying to do. Some of the things they were trying to put a little bit more modern, like they were trying to say, oh, well, why did you leave a black man in a black sedan? So they were trying to play with race car a little bit. They did do that a little bit in Justified originally, but you can tell they're trying to push that, obviously, with them. I guess the location is what I'm assuming. Obviously, you know, Raylan being the way he is, he's one of those, like, look, I don't care who they are, what they look like, what their gender is. They did something to me or mine, or they're a criminal, I'm going to treat them like I would anybody else. That's just the way Raylan is. Again, if you can watch Justified as long as I have. Now, again, you do know, you can see that Raylan has calmed down. He has not killed anyone as of yet. Now, one thing I will say is seeing Raylan after all this time is really interesting, because again, he's trying to get used to this, you know, city area, because again, this is a little bit different. We have seen him in Miami, we see him in Lexington, we've seen him in a few other areas, obviously throughout the, you know, the entirety of the very first series. Now, also in the second episode, we see where he goes on the hunt for Clement due to previous episode, and trying to tell his girlfriend Sandy, and also meeting his other so-called partner in crime by the name of Sweetie, who owns a bar and is also a former partner in crime, where him and Clement did a lot of undergoings from stealing from other gangsters and things of that nature. Now, the main thing is that if you guys have been able to watch this from this very first episodes, almost everybody in this damn area is dirty. The judge was dirty. Clement was able to grab something off of him. Don't know exactly what. It was some type of booklet that the judge had, due to, from everything I guess he had from anyone he's come in contact with from any of his former dealings in the courtroom or outside of the courtroom. This is how Clement was even able to find more information on Raylan at the end of the episode 2, to where Raylan is pretty much playing cat and mouse with these different ones, even the one that's DA, who is a real bitch. I'm just going to say that. She's very much of a bitch. You can see that she went through a divorce, even with her partner, that I guess was also her attorney. She's very much dirty with the one Sweetie, as well as Clement, and among others. So literally you felt like that this one was on freaking speed dial, because every time you turn around she was getting called by someone due to Raylan doing something to where he was trying to get information out of somebody. Now, at the very end of the episode, we do see where he tries to go back to the hotel. Willa, obviously being Willa, does not want to she wants to go someplace, she wants to do something. She starts exploring the area. She does have her father's charismatic smartass charm, as well as also a little bit of her mother, being, I wouldn't say naive, just very outgoing, very rambunctious, very not wanting to listen, doing her own thing. She does come back to the hotel. That's when Clement does find her. Now, this is the first time we have seen something in a while with Raylan, to where she unfortunately does not know this man is a criminal, and Clement is there, and you can see that Raylan is extremely pissed off, because don't know if this was on script or not, but just seeing how Timothy Olyphant was able to do this, being able, not only act but also portray it. Obviously, this happened with his, daughter in real life, to where he pulls Clement aside, beats the living crap out of him, and tells him, "You come near my daughter again, and I'll kill you." Now, I will say this, my hat, no pun intended, literally goes off to Timothy Olyphant in this, just portraying the character amazing. Again, literally stepping back into the boots of this character, pretty much leaving right where you left off several years later, being able to return as this magnificent character in another city, and seeing where this character is going to go in this city, and what may or may cannot happen. Now, again, I got this weird feeling they're going to try to put Raylan with the DA for some odd reason. I'm hoping that they don't, but they probably will, again, knowing how Raylan is and how sometimes the writers do things, but I'm kind of hoping that they don't, because again, she's just like one of those ones that's really going to be not only two-faced and crooked, but at the same time going to use Raylan for her own means, and then him and Will are going to get caught up in the crossfire, as well as also whatever else may happen. Now, again, seeing the one Sadie and Sweetie, that's going to be kind of interesting to see where they're going to be going from here, how long they're going to live until Clement gets whatever he wants out of them before he's done using them. And also, are we going to be seeing guest appearances? Are we going to be seeing Winona? Are we going to be seeing maybe Boyd get brought up? Something. I enjoyed the very first 2 episodes. I did. I did enjoy them. I think they were great. Again, great performance by Timothy Olyphant and the rest of the cast so far. Again, I'm glad seeing Raylan Givens back in action. I'm glad seeing, watching FX for Justified, and it brings a lot of happy memories. I remember watching Justified a lot when I was a little bit younger, and remember just really enjoying the charismatic and the sarcastic, and also just the fun, crazy, type of character Raylan Givens is. So, what did you guys think of this? These first 2 episodes, were they great? Were they okay? Was it something you thought was missing, or do you think something's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen further on to the series? I think Clement's going to be one of those where, I don't want to say he's going to be like a Boyd Crowder. I think he's going to be one of those where you don't know what he's going to do, because he's very off the rails. He's crazy. He's charismatic. You never know what's going to happen out of him. Can Raylan's new partner be trusted? Can he be trusted? Can anyone in the police department can be trusted? Because again, I think a lot of these ones that are in the police are possible crooks, and that could be a very big possibility. So what is your overall thoughts, guys? What is your predictions? Please let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always about subscribing, leave a big like on the video if you guys enjoyed. I will be doing reviews of Justified, seeing Primeval, probably episode by episode as much as I can, and also just let you guys know what my thoughts were about each episode. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you as always on the next one.